Hello, my name is Precious Vines Harris, and I am the Single Maven. So, I am doing a Vlogtober vlog. Today is a Monday, so just getting off my full-time job. And as I am on my way home, thinking about how to organize myself. And I don't know if you all have felt this way when you're trying to start a business or you have part-time projects that you have in addition to your full-time and family and all of that, how to manage all of it, right? Um, it can be a lot. It can definitely be overwhelming. I think for me, it was somewhat better to organize when I was single because, of course, it's only just me. You know what I mean? But I think that some of the things that I'm thinking about and how I'm organizing them still requires me to look at it from the standpoint of just organizational tips, right? Time management and how not to get overwhelmed when you have a lot of different things going on. I think that tends to be my go-to, right? I start to feel overwhelmed about it and I'm thinking about all the things at once. And I think the biggest takeaway here is that people say the saying like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So you have to look at it and taking it in small chunks, putting a specific amount of time in each bucket or each category. And once that time limit is up, you go to the next thing because you only have so many hours in a day. And I have to tell myself this because I get overwhelmed and thinking about how to manage all the things, right? How do I make the Single Maven better? When am I going to get to updating the website? How am I going to get all of my YouTube videos edited and uploaded in time? When is the best time to post my YouTube videos, right? I'm testing out a couple of different theories of when to post to see if it makes sense as far as traction and the YouTube algorithm, right? How do my subscribers look? So it's all these different things that go on in my head. And then also additional things that I have going on, like the debt-free challenge that I have this month, me thinking about how I'm going to look at the debt, some of the to-do items that I have on my list as far as getting those items done to start handling this debt a little bit better. So, it's all the things that you think about in your head, but then you have to realize that you're only one person. So I think that is one of the takeaways too, is to realize you're only one person, trust God in the process, and to allow him to guide you in all of it because you can't complete all of these tasks at one time. And you have to have self-care as well to be able to take care of yourself in the interim. So what I would say, my advice today on this vlog is to take each moment as it comes, to actually, set aside time for whatever major priorities or projects you have. And when that time limit is up, move to the next thing or move whatever is on your to-do list you didn't get to the next day. That way you won't feel overwhelmed because Rome wasn't built in a day. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And that way you don't feel super overwhelmed where you're stressed out and you don't get anything done. All right. So hopefully this was motivational, inspirational, or at least, helping someone that may be stressed on a Monday and how to tackle the things that they're trying to tackle. If you've not done so, I do hope that you have subscribed to the Single Maven. Check out the Financial Freedom playlist we have this month. We're going to be talking about October, which is the debt-free challenge that we have going on. In addition to that, I'm going to be vlogging through October for Vlogtober to let you have a little bit better insight into me as the Single Maven and what goes on behind the scenes. And I hope you all enjoyed the ride, okay? All right, thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the Single Maven. Until next time.